We're back for another edition of the JMU Lacrosse Coaches Show with head coach Shelley Klaes-Bawcombe. And CA play started last weekend, and you guys really got it going in a big way. The biggest win ever over William & Mary in 42 years. Coach, talk about kind of transitioning from your brutal out-of-conference schedule and starting conference play in a pretty good league and getting a 17-4 win over a rival.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this is the turnaround that we're looking for and hoping we can continue. We come into this William & Mary game having the 11th most competitive schedule in the country. There's now over 110 programs playing, so that's really significant. That's top 10%, which is what we're looking for. I had told the team when we got that preseason #1 ranking that my goal for conference play was to really go off what Coach Kenny Brooks talked a lot about in their preseason, and that was to not be the hunted, to be the hunter, and to really have this fuel and this energy and this hunger for winning games in conference. And so if we had to take a hit in the non-conference play to be able to generate that anger and that emotion, that thirst for a win, then so be it. That's what one of the pros of having a tough schedule can be. So I was really happy to see the turnaround against a team like William & Mary that not only historically has been a thorn in our side, is just a well-coached team. I mean, they're a team that is getting better and better under Coach Fratsky and had beaten every one of their Virginia State opponents except for UVA, and had come into our game thinking that they might be able to take us again. And obviously we stopped that thought process pretty quickly in the game. I was so proud of my team. I thought we played so sharp. We were so crisp. We only had 6 turnovers on the game. We caused 13. William & Mary is a strong team on the draw. They battled with us in that area. I think it was 50-50, 13-13. But just really, really pleased with our defensive effort from the beginning of the game to the end. Having a 60-minute performance in that area was really crucial for us. And then our shooting percentage. I think we shot 70% as a team, which is incredible, especially when you consider that our sport has a goalie. So just really, really pleased with our performance. I thought we sustained our intensity and our sharpness throughout the full 60 minutes, and it feels really good to get that victory, a victory against an opponent that is strong, and a conference win.
What do you think was different about the defense? Because there have been a lot of games where a team would get kind of down 2-3 quick goals against us early. William & Mary, it took them almost a second shy of 42 minutes to get on the scoreboard. And, that's a big testament to your defense. But the physicality, it just seemed that it was at a completely different level that we just hadn't seen against some of these other opponents. Yeah,
I think that part of it is maturity. I think that I've been telling this group all along that their results haven't proven my statement yet. But I do feel on an individual level, we have some of the strongest defensive players we've had since I've been here in 10 years from top to bottom. We are trying to find a way for them to come together as a team and be there for each other and support each other. And I just thought that they did that. They communicated really well. They managed cutters really well. They didn't give up a lot of 8-meter shots. And I just think that they're chipping away at what it feels like and looks like to be a defensive unit. And I'm proud of them for that. I think that when you're going up against a team that wins the draw as much as William & Mary wins the draw, you're going to have to be a strong defensive unit. So I was really pleased with their communication, their positioning, their support of each other. And I think as coaches, we've been trying to find the right system to help them thrive. And I think that, they did a great job managing the system we used in that game.
Betsy Angel picked up her second conference award of the season, named CAA Co-Player of the Week. 8 points, tying a career high there, 4 goals, 4 assists. You said post-game, she's the real deal. I believe and I'm quoting you there. What does she do so well to make this offense go?
she's just a great lacrosse player. She gets the game. She sees the game. Her hands and her eyes are so good. And so she just takes advantage of defensive lapses. And she makes something that would be difficult for others look so easy. I think her teammates found her really well. I thought she moved well off ball. And that's how she came up with her 4 goals. But I also think that, she does a great job of showing unselfishness and finding her teammates. We've been working really hard on improving our cutting and feeding game. I think that showed in our results, 17 goals, 10 of which were assisted. And, when you can get the team sharing the ball, it just generates a lot of confidence, and they can share that goal together as a collective unit instead of one person being the hero for the offensive unit. And I think Betsy does that really well, and so she's a great leader by example there. I think the other thing, when I talk about the real deal, it's the way she plays. It's her personality. She just understands what the moment calls for, My coach used to describe me as a ham. When I was in college, I didn't understand what that exactly was, but I would say that I see a lot of that in Betsy. When the moment is serious, she knows how to loosen it up. When the moment is too loose, hearing her get serious, everyone knows, okay, this is the moment that we need to, get a little bit tighter. So her personality, as a leader and a captain is really starting to pick up right now. And she understands what the moment calls for. So I'm excited for her that not only is she leading in a strong way right now, she's executing the game plan, and really, helping to take some pressure off of players like Jackie Gordon and Taylor Gress.
You're home for 2 games this week, Drexel and Hofstra. Just go over both of those games, and obviously Hofstra, that's a familiar one. Have you, previously been the head coach there? So talk about our 2 opponents this week.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult weekend. And the one thing that I'm really excited about is I do think that these girls are taking things one game at a time right now, which is hard in a weekend like this because senior day is on Sunday against a program like Hofstra, who there's just so much emotional attachment to because of their program success and because of my history there. So, I think right now really trying to focus the team in on Drexel and their physicality and just their style of play. Again, a new coach. She's been there for 3 years maybe now. And the team seems to have really taken to her style. I think defensively they look really strong. Big, strong, explosive athletes that take up space really well. I think they've got great size on the draw. That's going to be something that we have to really take a look at. And then they've just got some really quick, dynamic offensive players, 2 of which are leading the conference in statistics. And so, it's going to be a challenge to our defensive unit. Can we hold them off? Can we limit their touches and make some of their other players step up for them? So, I think Drexel is going to be a huge challenge for us because, 1, we need wins right now, and 2, just the whole concept of being distracted for Sunday. Hofstra will always be a great game for our program, and for me personally, I just put 8 years. I put 8 years of time and effort in building that program and trying to make a name for it, and so I care about it. I want the program to do well, just not on the day that they play JMU. And so it is emotional. I think it's easier now. My athletes aren't there. There's been enough time, 10 years, that you can let go a lot of that emotion, but you care when you put as much time and energy into something as I do, and it matters. So I'm excited to see our seniors be able to be celebrated. The way that JMU does it, we do it so well. I'm excited to see their numbers stenciled on the field. I'm excited to see them celebrate their commitment and dedication to this institution for 60 minutes of play. And I'm excited to see the underclassmen and juniors celebrate them in the way that they go after the game. So I think this is a big weekend for the Dukes. It's an opportunity for us to, get back to 50-50 where we expect to be. But we're not going to be able to do that unless we take one game at a time and we accomplish Drexel first.
You mentioned Senior Day, and it's kind of funny that we're in the first week of April, and we're already talking about Senior Day. But just based off what we got 3 conference home games, 3 conference away games in the second half of our conference slate, we're going to have Senior Day on Sunday already, which is 4 weeks before conference, kind of crazy. But talk about what this senior class has meant to your program, and the kind of the legacy that you think they'll leave on for the Dukes.
Well, it's been incredible, and I think that the slow start is because this group has just been such a great support cast. They've been there from day one. You think about Taylor Grass and Jackie Gordon and Betsy Angel and Emily Pillion and Carter Reif-Snyder and, Ann Zabel and Brooks Lawler. I mean, they all start for us, every single one of them. It's rare to have 8 girls in a senior class and have them each make an impact in the program. And I think that's a tribute to just their talent and their commitment. 2 of those individuals transferred in, so they didn't even get the 4 years to grow with our program and learn the system. They had to come in here and try to make an impact, right away. And so I'm just really proud of them. They're all so unique and so different. Over the years, we've worked through that personality conflict, and I think right now we have them really supporting each other and pushing each other and encouraging each other, and I think that's why we're seeing the improvements that we're seeing. And for me, I think it's great that we're able to celebrate them with time still to go, because maybe it's an opportunity for us to get that urgency out of them that we're looking for and we're seeing start to come through in the last 2 to 3 weeks. And just get that emotion. JMU Lacrosse always plays its best when we're emotional and we're fiery. And we're trying to find an emotion that works, an emotion that sparks action. So I think that it's a great opportunity to celebrate individuals and to recognize just how impactful they've been. They're a great group. I love coaching them, and I would love to see them be successful.
Well, Coach, as always, we do appreciate the time. Good luck this weekend against Drexel and Hofstra. Sunday, Senior Day, will be a great emotional day, and hopefully we play at our best, like you said. Good luck this weekend, Coach.
Thank you.